Situation is to have a workers' representative who is not on a par with the other directors, and you mentioned the word bribes, or to buy a person, that on the surface that person would appear as if he is without any privileges of any sort, but then behind the scenes he would still be getting things or favors under the counter, and you would still get a situation whereby the person is bribed. Therefore, I can see the Commission's view that it's better to have everything above board.
Yes.
You know what the person is, you know what the responsibilities are, you know what is expected in return, and that person has the same rights and obligations as all the other directors. Better than the alternative of having a person who is not being treated equally, but then who might be getting bribes unofficially. And the bribes then might add up to even more than he would be getting as a director, especially when you might have critical decisions such as transfers or mergers that need to be taken. So there is no perfect system, I agree. But if I had to choose the lesser evil, in my opinion, the lesser evil would be that if you are going to have such a director, he would be treated the same as the others.
But in reality, when you give him the same pay, whom do you think he will support that? The company who is paying him that, or the workers who always say something against him?
I don't.
It's human nature.
Yes, I have an answer.
So if you don't give him that pay, he would still be with the workers.
But I don't believe.
He has no obligations to the company who is paying him to sit on the board.
First of all, I don't believe that everyone is corruptible.
So no, I'm not talking about corruption.
It doesn't mean.
Talking about.
It doesn't mean that if a director is getting the same conditions, then that the director will automatically not.
We're not talking about all.
Exactly.
If we can mention names here, we had many people who had the same pay, and they had good principles.
Exactly.
And they did not what?
It depends on the choice of
from 10, how many would be of strong principles?
Because you could also have a director who is willing to sacrifice his time and to be on the board, but then does not have the competences to really participate and really put forward the workers' interests. So it would be better to have someone who is qualified, who knows what he is doing, and if then they get the same conditions as the other director, so be it. After all, they would be productive.
And who's going to decide if the worker is qualified or not?
The employees themselves.
So the employees have decided that the law of the law is
the worker. It's not the academic.
No, not necessarily academic.
How much popular you are.
If the employee, it's the same as the choice of shop steward. When the employees can choose, if they choose a competent shop steward, then the likelihood is that the outcome of a collective agreement, for example, would be more in their favor. If, on the other hand, they decide to choose an idiot or a person who has a personal agenda, then the outcome of negotiations would be different.
The outcome is always how popular you are.
How competent you are.
How popular.
How popular.
How popular you are. When you contest for these sort of things, political, not even shop stewards, even ministers, why do they get elected? Because they are popular.
But then, yes.
Not all ministers, not these.
As with government.